Welcome to another episode of Randy's Rants. How you been, Ralph?
It's been interesting lately.
Been interesting?
Yeah.
What happened? Some little filly broke your heart?
Yeah, a girl. Freda Felcher.
Freda Felcher?
Mm-hmm.
From Cranston?
Yeah, I thought we were going to be there forever, but out of the blue, she sends me a Dear John letter, man. She's talking about that I don't freaking listen to her enough, but the thing that hurts the most, I think she was seeing another man. I never found out who, though, but yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah, what have you been doing this last 3 weeks you've been off, Randy? You look like you've been extremely busy with jiu-jitsu.
No, I've been having to deal with corporate because you're fucking stupid fat bitch, fucking all lazy. You don't want to do nothing nowadays.
It's not that I was lazy, but I do not... Setting the green screen we set up for the last shot, it was a hassle setting it up. It takes me at least like 2 hours to put the green screen up, bolt it down, connect it to the other one to shoot because it's in.
All right, listen, fat bitch.
What?
I'm the one who sets up everything.
Yeah, but
all you do is sit there and look pretty because you don't know how to do nothing.
I set up the green screen with the I was connecting it, drilling holes into it, building so it goes good, and we can change it. But you're like, no, I want the other one. I'm like, okay, I had to fix it again. And
you mean I had to fix it because you did the crappiest job ever?
Well, you just bring the stuff. I just connect the green screen.
You just connect the green screen.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm this close to quitting. Go fuck yourself.
Huh. You know what? Just to let you know, you can't quit.
Why?
Because this is your last episode. You're fired.
Oh, damn. Like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
They said because you eat all my food, you eat all my money up.
You got some cheese I can eat?
Nah.
Yeah.
We went to the
spring game.
Oregon Ducks. I'm going to be honest, that was pretty badass.
Yeah.
It's one thing I probably want to go every year now.
Yeah, it was pretty fire, man.
But if I go up there, I have to stay there at least a week.
Yeah, honestly, at least 4 days. Because you want to go to Portland and go there.
I'll say 4 days.
Yeah, it's like a 4-day thing. You really
But not you don't count the 4th day on the drive up there. That's a separate day.
Mm-hmm. But it was cool though. The spring game was, hopefully this will be the year that we can, finally get that. They can finally get the first national, but we'll see though. But the people there are really nice though, man.
Look good though. Bo Nix looked good. Even Ty Thompson looked good.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a sophomore.
Out of both of them,
who do you think? He's a sophomore, huh?
Who?
Isn't Bo Nix a senior and the other guy's still a sophomore?
This is a sophomore year.
I don't know why Ty Thompson wants to play that. Like, I'm like, bro, if you let that guy play and then you take over the senior year.
Fuck no, I say start Ty Thompson, man.
Yeah, but you don't want to imagine if he were to play the next 3 years, he can get injured.
That's true, but Oregon does not do good when they do transfers. Like they do okay. But Oregon always does best when the quarterback is in-house. It's already gone through the system.
I don't know. Anthony Brown went to Baltimore.
Yeah. But compare Anthony Brown's career to Mariota or Justin Herbert.
It's still too early. How are you going to compare?
No, but that's why he was a transfer.
But it's still too early for him. How do you not know he fits well in Baltimore?
Okay, I'm just saying that you should pick the quarterbacks from it. I'm not a big fan of the transfer quarterback. I don't know. I think he's just in the system. It's better. That's just me.
Why? Because the word has trans in it? Do you have something against trans?
No! What the?
Huh? You fucking slurphobic, transphobic person?
Listen up, fat Elon Musk. I don't have nothing against trans people. No, but
you prove a good point. It's true. Yeah,
they do better when they
have in-house quarterbacks rather than the transfer.
I'm just not a fan of the transfer.
You also can't deny Bo Nix looked pretty damn well in that game. In the spring game, he did pretty good.
Yeah.
But so did Ty Thompson.
Yeah. Oh, one thing that wasn't cool, those fucking idiots sitting in front of us.
You know what? I feel like that's in every sports game. Personally, I'm the type of person, I like sports, but I'm there to enjoy whether win or lose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like hearing people's opinions because I'm like, this is my thought. One, you're there for a reason. You're the reason you're not the coach. There's a reason you're not a strength and conditioning coach. There's a reason why you're not on the team. Just shut your mouth.
Yeah, and think about the other people watching the fucking game. I don't want to be hearing, hey, coach, put the third lineman in. He's weak. Or literally, shut the fuck up. I can tell these guys were from Eugene. They're like from there. They've been to hundreds of games. Shut the fuck up and just watch the game.
And also, it's a spring game. You're looking to see how your players do and give some players experience.
Yeah, and this fucking over here, this guy looks like the actor from Lost, the big old guy. The guy with the big old fat guy wouldn't shut the fuck up. Literally, I was literally like, we're getting tired of these yelling and all this shit at players. Dude, they're just playing their game. Let them play. They'll be yelling. Like, they're really going to take your advice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, bro, there's a reason they're college athletes. You're not.
Yeah.
Same goes to when you go to sports games or any type of thing. Like, bro, just shut your mouth and enjoy it. Because there's a reason why your ass is paying money to go see them, to be in the stands.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you're not a fucking coach.
I know, that was the thing. I just wanted to tell people that, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's assault, though. We would have been arrested, but, yeah, it's got fucking annoying, though. But the game was fire, though. The game was cool.
Oh, the game was fucking awesome. But just when you hear people like that, it's just like, just shut up. Just shut your mouth.
Yeah, literally shut. Like, no one needs, like, you're not the offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator. You know what the fuck you're doing. Shut the fuck up.
And you don't know the variables they have to go through. They know, or they already know some of their players and their weaknesses.
Exactly.
They're like, bro, they got to do what's how it is.
Yeah, it was pretty full, though, man. It was like 40,000 people there. So.
And then you got some of the former Ducks that went. You got what was his name? I always mispronounce his last name. The big
Anthony.
The big
dude. Yeah, the guy who won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, something like that. Todd. I can never remember.
Yeah, he won 2 Super Bowls. He was there.
He played with the Eagles.
Black Mamba was there.
Yeah.
Anthony Thomas.
Also,
a lot of people were there.
Armstead. Eric Armstead from the Niners was there.
Armstead was there? I thought it was DeForest Buckner.
No, the big dude was there. It was Armstead.
Oh shit!
The ones who's on the Niners.
Oh shit! Damn.
You didn't see him?
No, I did see him.
He was a big dude.
Yeah, he was the special guest coach.
One of the special guest coaches. Yeah.
I thought that was DeForest Buckner. My bad.
Then we got to meet one of the running backs from like 2008 that really started that whole transition to Oregon of Oregon becoming a fucking
what's his name? What was his name? I forgot.
Oh, Jeremiah Johnson.
Jeremiah Johnson. There we go. Yeah, nice guy, man.
Nice guy.
Yeah, nice humble guy, man. He's
out of LA, lives now in Eugene. Lives in Eugene. Loves Eugene.
4 years in the NFL, 6 in the CFL. Finally retired.
Yeah,
had a
real nice dude. Yeah. I saw some of his highlights, and man, he's a motherfucking he was a monster in his day.
That was cool, man.
Which, just to let some of y'all know, he may be a special guest here soon. We're working on some of the details. We might do an episode from Oregon here soon, but just working out the last kinks,
for sure.
How we can make it happen.
For sure. Yeah, that was cool, man. I like Eugene, man. I never spent too much time in Eugene, but what I saw there, I can see why a lot of people want to go to school there. I'll tell you that. It has like the perfect college atmosphere.
Like, okay, I'm gonna say this though. Being there, no lie, I always said one of my goals was to be a Duck. I wanted to go for a semester. Going up there, I definitely still want to do that. Maybe even more.
Yeah, well, why not? Shit.
Even if it's just online classes, even if I can take a class that I go up once a week or once a month, I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
you should. It's pretty. I like it right there.
And for all those listeners who, this is for the males, the men. If you guys like white girls, definitely think about going up there. Just saying.
Yeah. Apparently, not wearing a bra there, girls don't give a shit. They don't care. But you know what? And power to them. They have every right to do it.
Power to the people.
Yeah, for sure. That was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, well. Oh, and then you see Dan Lanning. He was on the field. I didn't even know who he was for a long time. I was like, who is that guy? And then kind of, with the iPhone, you can zoom in a little bit better. Oh, shit, that's him.
Yeah. And
he's taller than what I thought he would be.
Yeah, it was a good game, It got pretty packed. But you can tell there was other shit, though. But there was a baseball game, and there was a soccer game, too.
Oh, yeah.
I
wish we would have gone to those, but it's just the time.
Yeah.
No, but next time we'll do better planning.
Yeah, but just crazy going up to Oregon and seeing In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like, there's
going to be one in Roseburg?
There's one in Grants Pass, isn't there?
Yeah, but remember the one they were building in Roseburg?
Yeah, that one in Roseburg.
And no lie. The Alson Stadium looks so much bigger on like
TV
highlights and TV. when we got there, I was like, huh, smaller than what I initially thought it was.
It's the camera. It's the cameras they use, you know?
Is that the size of like usually all college stadiums, like even the USC one, or is the USC a little bit bigger?
You know what? To be honest, I've never been to the Coliseum. I've never been there. I think that's how it is, though. You understand? They added seats to that to add more people into it. So,
well, good.
Yeah, it's good, very good. But yeah, it was a good stadium though. The whole vibe
Phil
there,
Knight, bro.
huh?
Fucking Phil Knight.
Yeah, you know, shit. That Nike money does wonders.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were passing up there. We passed Salem, our old stomping grounds. Remember?
Yeah.
Good old Salem, the city by the bay.
I like Salem. Seems nice.
It's a nice little.
It kind of reminds me, kind of like of Visalia, where like the bigger cities not too far away to do stuff.
Yeah.
You can still do stuff there.
Yeah. And remember, we were living there, and the story of an interesting story we saw on.
No, not actually story we saw. We lived part of it.
Yeah, we lived it. So we were watching a show called Killer Couples on Peacock. Yeah.
Peacock, but it was on the Oxygen channel, no?
Yeah, the Oxygen channel. And apparently it was telling the story of this lady and this guy that were from Oregon.
What season?
Season
I think it's 13 episodes.
Season 13, episode 4. It was called Cindy Lou Beck episode. Yes, Cindy Lou Beck and
Andrew
Jondal.
Jondal, that was his name.
Well, this is a fucked up story about.
For some reason, I thought his last name was Michelson.
I think that's his middle name.
Okay.
The story of a weird kid who basically got homeschooled his whole life. It really is the biggest mistake a parent can ever do to a kid is homeschool their kids. Straight up. I understand elementary, but middle school, high school, you gotta let them go to school.
Why?
This guy had basically been raised by this hardcore Christian couple.
No, but why do you say?
Because you needed more interactive with.
Okay.
You need to interact with people.
You gotta give the listeners some feedback on why you have those thoughts.
Yeah.
It's like when I tell people that kids shouldn't have phones.
Yeah. Okay. Wendy Williams, let me speak.
Thank you. I do a great job.
A couple basically made their living in Silicon Valley. Right, they made a lot of money. Decided, you know what? We're gonna get out of here, out of the California way. We're gonna become just old time farmers. Yeah,
because he worked in software companies.
Yeah, so he made plenty enough money
in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
He made a shit ton.
And he just wanted to retire and join, the real people. Like, you know what? Get out of the city life and just live on a farm. Organic farming, organic everything, milk and chickens and beef, lamb, trough, rattlesnake meat, everything organic. And then back to the thing, everything organic.
Think someone's going outside in the building.
No, I think they're having a concert next to it or something like that.
Weirdos.
Yeah. So they move up there with their kids and they raise their kids right. The first one goes to the army. The second becomes like a chef or something on some cruise. But their third son, very awkward, weird person.
Just so you guys know, this is green screen behind us.
Yeah, we're actually... Yeah.
Just as a disclosure, I don't want people to think, oh, no, it's green screen.
Yeah.
It's a hassle. I kind of learned a little bit. We might be doing some new ones, but I kind of like because it's California, so it gives off a vibe.
Mm-hmm, exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Thank you.
Okay, back to the story. So they have their last son there, and this guy, he doesn't look like this guy's no Brad Pitt. Or he's very awkward, very quiet person. And apparently this guy, one day was at a park, right? He's there. And he meets these two kids. They start playing catch back and forth. And the two kids are 16 and 15. This guy's 18. So he's like, hey, man, do you want to meet our mom? And then he's introduced to this lady named Cindy Lou something. I forgot her last name. But this lady, she is a nice way to put it. She's no Selma Hayek. All right, she's pretty beat up. I'm not gonna be race discriminate, but she's not the nicest tool in the shed. But then she meets him, and then this lady is into voodoo, tarot card readings, more she's into weird Lord of the Rings about wood spirits and weird shit. You know, like weird shit. Like there's that store at the mall where all like the weird shit, like people sell tarot cards and sage and all this weird stuff, pictures of dragons and like
rhinos
and everything. There's always a weird hippie store.
All right.
This lady would probably shop everything there, even her food. She'd probably get it there. And apparently, she just like gets this one kid and starts brainwashing him, and like bad brainwashing him. This is an 18-year-old kid with a 56-year-old lady that looked like she fell out of the ugly tree and hit every goddamn branch. And collects axes and knives. And then
let's just say, though, we got to add this context, too. You never had a girlfriend, never really had that.
Never had any friends. He was homeschooled.
He didn't have that intimate thing. So, like I was telling fucking Nimwits here, I honestly think she saw him. She's like, I know how I'm going to brainwash this guy. I'm going to suck his cock and let him ride me.
Oh, jeez. I just got chills. That scared me.
But keep on going.
Yeah.
I just need to add that context so that people know. Like,
yeah. Hold up.
Really got a lot. You couldn't do that before you started?
You put that image in my head. I had to shake it, man. That shit. Google the pictures. You'll see why I'm saying that.
But I'm also gonna say he wasn't an ugly guy.
No, he was just a normal kid, 18-year-old kid.
He could have easily got himself a white girl with a big booty.
He could have gone to high school normal, lived normal, have gone to movies, gone on dates, and have normal life. But he was the mistake the parents did, keeping him so sheltered. Because these people were his parents. You know, rest in peace. Were hardcore Christians.
But keep on going. Keep on with the
like
story.
They borderline wanted to build an ark.
But keep on going with them, you know.
Yeah, apparently, she starts banging this young guy, and this guy just becomes obsessed with her. And then how we put ourselves into this thing is that this couple were basically our neighbors. Literally, they lived like 300 feet down where we were at. Like we would see them.
Even less than 300 feet.
Less than 300 feet.
100 feet, 150 feet.
And they were just weird people. This lady would get naked with her window open.
You saw her naked?
I never saw her. Thank God.
How do you know she was?
No, because our neighbor downstairs, the guy who became a comedian and actor, Ron Funches told me that he would see her sometime and he'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm out of here. He would see her and then she would have a snake on her like that. This lady was batshit crazy. She was like out of there. She was not there. And apparently she started brainwashing the kid. That kid, one time, they told me that they were talking with a group of people. He had to ask her permission to use the bathroom. And he would call her master. Be like, master, can I use the bathroom? And she would say it like in Camelot, like, you know, no, you may not. Like all weird English, like King Arthur voices, you know, like Merlin. No, you may not.
This, though seeming bullshit, it is factual. They don't say it on the episode, but in one of those conversations, we ourselves were present.
Mm-hmm. And then after 10 minutes later, she'd be like, you may go to the bathroom now. And it'd be like, it was just a weird seeing that. I only saw that once, but other people said that would happen all the time.
That's just creepy.
And it was just scary. It was just weird. Like, when I
figured out who she reminds me of. Pale White Lady.
Oh, yeah. Pale White Lady. From Scary Things.
Just a smaller version of the Pale White Lady.
Yeah, but with an axe.
Mm-hmm. And a snake. She had a python. Yeah.
And this lady, like, no one liked her in the area. She would pick fights with everyone. So she was not Miss Popular around.
But let it be known, she was also having financial troubles. She was, you know, so she saw this kid as an out. I'm going to brainwash him.
You'll see in the episode.
You'll see there was a lot of brainwashing. Yeah. You'll be surprised.
And, well, the story really, it goes downhill. One day in August in 2010, where the lady about to get evicted from her apartment is like
2010, 2011,
2010,
okay,
around August.
Yeah, it was 2010. Yeah, it was around August because we left 2011.
Yeah, exactly. And this lady, she's having financial trouble. She's about to get kicked out of her apartment. Her snake hasn't been fed in weeks. She's trying to scrounge around the neighborhood for mice, knocking at people's door. Hey, do you have any mice? No, lady, no one has mice. No one had that. And then this lady just starts thinking like, you know what? I need to find a way to get paid. And apparently, like in the episode, she meets the kids' parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And not only that, I think they already had kind of told him like he's gonna be the one to be in charge of the ranch. Like something happens, you're gonna take over.
And I guarantee you, this kid was just an idiot, and they took all everything blabbered to that lady. So she with her Merlin magic, like she had met the guy's parents. The parents hated her, didn't want nothing to do with her. She was just a mean lady. And then they're trying to bake. They're like, hey, man, can we'll get you anything you want. You can move away. Just get away from that lady. But this guy was like addicted to this lady because she would read him tarot cards saying, oh, my gosh, everybody wants to be like you. You're the coolest person in the world. Like, you're going to be famous. Like, there might be a movie about you. And this kid was just brainwashed as fuck. You'll see in the episode, Killer Couples.
It's like a 45, 50
yeah, you can knock
episode?
it off in less than an hour. So it comes September, man. Mid-September, and this lady is about to get evicted. She's about out. And then she starts doing these tarot card readings, telling the guy, hey, man, maybe if you got rid of your parents, you would inherit everything, would be rich, we'd inherit the land, we'd build a castle with a moat on it, we'd pay a guy named Merlin to live next to us, and they can live their little fantasy. So this lady starts brainwashing him early that time. And apparently, it gets to the point where this kid kind of believes it, like, you know what? I think I'm going to do this. And this piece of shit guy, you know what? I'm not going to, he's a piece of shit. One fateful day in August,
You know what? Maybe you can't because he was brainwashed. He was very young. He was still innocent in mind.
Nah, you're 18, 19. You're no
innocent.
innocent.
Yeah, but you said it yourself. He's homeschooled. This lady starts sucking him off, letting him ride her, doing, busting nuts. And also, his other brothers forgave him.
Can you say that at the end after I finish the story?
But let's just call him lost for now.
All right, you're very forgiving, Randy.
No, it's not forgiving. It's just
okay. Let me tell the story. So this guy, they already start freaking out. They're about to kick off, and this guy plans a thing, and she starts knocking everyone's apartment to get a ride to her parents because they had taken his truck away. His parents did, remember?
Yep, they took his truck.
So he only had his on like little scooter that went like 30 miles per hour. But this bozo started knocking on everyone's door, getting a ride to say, he asked the neighbor downstairs, all right, I need to go visit my parents. They're gonna give me money to pay my rent. Bullshit. So he knocked on the door. He knocked on our door too, but we weren't there. Remember? They're like, yeah, they went up there and knocked on your thing. They were looking like that, but he couldn't find it. So he got on his little scooter, went from Salem all the way to the Dalles or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was the Dalles.
The Dalles.
That's where they lived.
Shows up, basically just murders his parents. The one who had raised him since he was a child. Awesome. Like, beats the shit on with the cable, with the bat.
No, he beats his dad, caves his forehead in, but then grabs a thing that since something, but it's
a sickle.
The sickle, well, basically the Grim Reaper always has, stabs him multiple times with that. Mm-hmm. Goes inside, beats the mom to death.
And then he basically comes back around midnight, and then they go there, and he basically
hold on.
Ransacks.
People need to know this.
Oh, okay.
How do you know he came back at midnight?
At 12:05, we had done finishing watching A Ghost of Ghost Adventures. It was 12:05. I looked out the window, and I saw this bozo pull in. I still remember the time. 12:05. I saw him because I heard a noise outside. And I looked out the window, and it's that dimwit, dipshit kid.
That's what you said at that time.
Yeah, I was like, hey, it's that dipshit kid showed up right now on a fucking scooter, really loud. It's just that kid. Don't worry about it. Like, oh, okay, let's all go to sleep. But that time he arrived, he had just killed his parents. And then we're like, yeah, we woke up. We wake up in the morning. Cops are everywhere. Like, everywhere. There's like 5 cop cars outside, one in the corner. They have like a dog looking around. And apparently our neighbor tells us that they arrested that skinny kid.
Wait, I thought that was like 2 days later.
No, it makes it look in the story. They made it look like, oh, it took 2 days later. No, they arrested him the next day. The next day it happened. Instantly. In the story, they make it, oh, it was 2-3 days later. They built it up. No. They solved it quick. And then, yeah, they told us that they arrested they thought that he had murdered his parents. And I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. And everybody who lived in the apartments were telling, yeah, he was apparently looking for a ride to take his parents out to go basically murder them. So basically, he was going to visit the parents, kill the parents, and kill the person taking them. That was his plan. Yeah. True story. So basically, when he knocked on our door, he was like, "Oh, no one there." So he kept looking, and no one even liked this kid. This kid was a fucking idiot. He was never friends with anyone, so no one's gonna give this kid a ride. And it basically, yeah, when they interrogated him, they basically admitted that he offed him because the pale lady, put like a spell on him that he had to go do that to protect himself and stuff, to inherit all the money. And they interviewed him, and he admitted it to it. And then he was saying that he was just looking for a person to give him a ride.
Yeah.
And then he was going to go to the parents, kill him, and then kill the person giving a ride and steal their car. So,
and especially when they found the credit cards of the parents inside his apartment table, they're like, all right.
And that's what had happened, man. He basically killed his parents to rob them for $400, some credit cards and jewelry. Because this lady was telling him that wood spirits were telling him to kill his parents. I mean, to be honest, when I heard that they did that, it didn't really surprise me. After that whole after that situation with asking permission to go to the bathroom, I knew that shit wasn't gonna end right. And apparently it didn't, though. Yeah. That's nothing. What's crazy, I heard in an article that his plan was to do that and take out some of his neighbors that she didn't like. Then it hits me. What if one of the neighbors was us?
Who knows?
Like, we said some fucked up shit sometimes. What if she heard it like, you know what? There's Mexicans there. You need to take this axe and go finish them off. Like, we would have never guessed it. Like, we could have been a target list. That right there is the freaky part, because you don't ever know who the fuck you're living next to.
That's true.
Like, we could have been victims, but thank God was protecting us from that weird guy and that Merlin lady. But that's the story on that, man. It took 10 years for them to make an episode of that, but finally that story got told. But fucked up, though.
And it was on the national news for a few days. It was on CNN and all
Nancy
that.
Grace, remember? She really went into this lady. Nancy Grace called her this orc lady, called her a fucking all these weird stuff, like borderline very prejudiced stuff. I wouldn't have said that. But it is 2010. We were living in a different world back then.
Very different world.
And that's the story on that. How we almost got murdered by some guy, a weird kid,
and an
orc lady. We almost got axed. And that's sad, man. What if that orc lady, like, would have heard of all the shit we were saying and then, like, I don't know.
She'd probably want you to, like, pound her first.
Oh, jeez. Shoot me first.
She'd be like, come here. You take a gander in me flock.
Not listening. Yeah, but yeah, when we passed to Salem, that's when the memories hit me. And it's weird how we saw that episode as we were going up. It's like,
yeah,
it's weird how the first time we had been there in a while and we had to finally watch that episode. They should have had more people there that lived there, because that lady fought with a lot of people. Like, she'd fed someone's cat to her snake, remember? Some lady lost her cat there and she was blaming her.
What?
Yeah, true story. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but
yeah, I was surprised they didn't have a few more other neighbors there.
Yeah. Maybe they're just, not there no more.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's the story on that.
That was probably the craziest one, man.
Mm-hmm.
To think that was so close. We live so close to someone who did that.
I told you that sometimes you don't know who the hell you live with, man. Like your neighbors, man. One of them could be a fucking vampire. One could be a saint worshiper. Star. One could be a future star. You never know, man. That's why you got to be nice to everyone. Yeah, not too nice, but just kind to everyone. I used to
give Ron Funches free weed.
Yeah, all the time.
I need to send him an email. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, at least send us a autograph sign of
something
or something. But
you mean jerk?
Nah, that's cool though. He was a funny guy though. But that was the story on that, man. What happened? What did you think when you saw that episode? Like, we're living just like it was just yesterday, huh?
It was just yesterday, yeah. You had all the news channels, all the news cameras out there. You had all the fucking detectives out there, too.
Mm-hmm. They were fucking... we wanted to be interviewed, but we're like, nah, fuck that. We don't want to be on HLN. If it was CNN, maybe. But HLN?
No.
Nah. Not for me.
What? Maybe. What if they would have told us, hey, you guys want to be on the documentary?
But you know what the crazy part is that I heard they're making a Lifetime movie out of it. Not like it's not going to be in theaters or high budget. Like it's going to be like a low budget movie. Lifetime, I heard, is going to make it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So does that mean that lady was kind of right?
Oh, shit. I think she was. Oh, fuck. I didn't even think of that. Wow. Hey, this lady's not getting out to 2060, so she's not going to really benefit from her story because they're going to change her name. You know how Hollywood does that.
Well, yeah, she got like a 20-year sentence, right? Imagine.
Like 30, yeah.
She's going to be 70, 80 years old.
That guy got what? He got 80 years to life. He can be paroled in 2075.
He's going to be like
80.
50.
No, he'll be more. He'll be
like 60.
65,
because he was 20
70.
at the time.
Yeah.
Remember, it still counts.
80 years to life. So he has to do 80 years before he can get paroled.
No,
60. My bad. 60 years to life.
I thought you had to do 50.
Was it 50? Fuck, I don't remember. He'll be old when he gets out.
All I know he's going to be old if he gets paroled.
But, fuck. I never thought about that. If they make the movie, then that orc lady, gremlin lady prediction came through. Yeah. Fuck that shit, man.
This is crazy, parents, bro. Like seriously. But it just goes to show you, man. Life, man. It's just, you don't know where it takes you. You honestly never know where life is going to take you at all.
Exactly. That was like our second brush.
You can like stay where you're at.
Yeah.
Take a chance and go out and experience life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you live a better life.
Or maybe not.
Like, being in Roseburg was cool, but also being there was like very kind of a little depressing.
Maybe because you're not used to seeing so many damn trees. Well, there's a lot of trees and you gotta go into mountains. But
yeah, but like if you look at Roseburg, it's like, what's there to do?
And no, it makes you really believe that. Makes you really look at the forest and all that stuff. Like, why is there so many serial killers come out of the Pacific Northwest? Because you can murk someone and dump them off in the forest, and most likely they are not going to be found.
Like where we live here in close to Visalia, about an hour away from Fresno, 2.5 from LA. It's actually still pretty big. You have a lot to do. You can do quite a bit of things.
Yeah, that's cool.
You also got the beach, an hour and a half.
California is always a good place to live because you're close to everything.
Hold on, shut your fucking whore mouth, okay?
Fuck yourself.
We have a lot of things to do. You know, from boxing, MMA. You can do so much. With also school. You can do so many things. When we were in Roseburg, I was like, what the fuck could I do there?
Eat at the Applebee's?
I don't know, man. It just seemed very weird when I was there because I was like, here I kind of already know my ins and outs, where to go. If I lived in LA, it would be the same thing. I figure out what to do, where to go. But up there, it seemed like.
If when you're up there, California feels so far. Like,
yeah.
It's not really that far, though, but you feel like it's kind of
I don't know. It's like when we used to live, just thinking about living in Hermiston again, I think to myself, what the fuck would I do there? Like, I do already a lot of stuff just here, going to the gym, going to boxing, going this, but then cross training at other gyms, doing this other stuff.
No, you'll find something. You'd probably build your own gym.
I need the money for it first, but I was like, in my mind, I was like,
no, I mean, you'd build your own gym.
Just shut your whore mouth and let me fucking speak, bro. We said it once.
Yeah, well, it's getting a little boring.
Shut your whore mouth.
All right, keep going.
So in my mind, I'm like,
Paul Whitman.
this is like why I don't see myself ever moving back. Not for a long time. I want to say never, but also, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Eugene's different. I just want to go for school, but I don't think I could live there just because it's just, for me, it's just, I like California.
Wow. That's yeah, it's true. Yeah. Maybe you're too accustomed to being living over here, basically. Mm-hmm. You can't really go back, Well, it makes sense because, over here it's a little different over there when you're raised, It's like you live in a town where everyone's related to you, and you move to a different area with only, no one's really related to you. Or
nobody even fucking knows you, which I love.
Yeah, so...
I kind of know a lot of people now.
Yeah. But you understand, in that time, it's different, though, because, you're basically at the whim of your family, where your family moves to, It's different, but I still think Hermiston is not a bad place. No. It's just, some people grow out of it, and some people like being there, and that's fine. It
depends what you want.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Depends what you want.
But,
crazy story that I heard. This one really was a shocker to me. That LeBron James story. And this is 100% true because this guy basically gets autographs for a living. He goes to sports things. He's met players left and right. He knows everyone. He tells you which players are the assholes, which are the nice ones, which are the cool ones. But when he told me that LeBron James story, fuck, that was fucking crazy. I never thought he would do that. Apparently, LeBron was playing. The Lakers playing the Trailblazers, right? And people were waiting outside to get autographs.
He was with the Lakers already.
I was Lakers. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's this kid. He has really, severe mental. He has Down syndrome, and he was out there just waiting for LeBron with his Lakers jersey on and stuff like that. He was waiting for him, and here comes freaking LeBron going to his car, and the little kid goes up to him like, "Can you sign this for me?" or something like that. He was like a big Laker, huge LeBron fan, because the person who told the story had already known that kid because he goes to a bunch of sports signing events all the time. There's event signings. The little kid's always there because the way it keeps him entertained. His parents like that, and then LeBron straight up tells that kid, "Go fuck off." And I'm like, he told him, and that guy's like, yeah, LeBron told that kid to go fuck off. He was just the only kid waiting there to get his signature. He was there too with them. And then I was like...
And he was a fan of LeBron.
He was a fan of LeBron, too.
The autograph guy.
Yeah, and he was like... He's like, fuck
Yeah,
that.
He has a store at the...
Clackamas?
Clackamas.
Yeah.
What do you call it? What's the building called? Clackamas...
the Clackamas Center? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And he tells that to the little kid and drives off. And basically the guy and his friend were pissed. They grabbed their drinks and threw them at LeBron's car, the car he was in. People there, the outside the thing called security, and they basically had to get off, escorted out because LeBron said he was being harassed. But knowing that LeBron did that too, it was only like a kid. It was only him and two guys there waiting. 3 signatures and he was out. Signature, picture, out. Signature, picture, out. But when he did that, he said from there on, the guy's like, you know what? I don't like LeBron. That guy's the biggest piece of shit.
And I don't even think he has any LeBron stuff in his store.
Nothing.
Because he has Kobe, he has Jordan, he has Barkley, he has
everyone's like that. But that LeBron one, that story, when he told me, and he showed me pictures of that day, and that's LeBron James. When I heard that, I was like, fuck, that is so fucked up, dude. What is it so? I know you don't have to take a picture or an autograph. But if a little kid there waiting for him, just sign his and tell the other guys, hey, you guys can go. Forget, I got to leave. But when I heard that story, I was like, damn. I didn't know LeBron was like that. Damn. What'd you think of that? You had a LeBron jersey back in the day. You did. Remember the Cavaliers?
I did. I had the freaking maroon one. Yeah. And I think that was his rookie one.
Yeah, you had it.
I had one before everybody else had one. Yeah,
And
go
he
fuck
was-
yourselves.
And he was telling basically like there's some badass like people who signed, like he said Kevin Garnett is the nicest person in the world.
Even though he looks like an asshole, which everybody says.
Everybody
but
says an
he's
asshole.
one of the nicest guys.
He's the one of the nicest people you can meet. And then there he said that the other the guy from the Raiders, what's his name? He's a fucking asshole. What's his name? Allen. Was it from the Raiders?
Josh Allen?
I don't know. No, Josh Allen's from the Buffalo Bills. No, he was just back in the day. I forgot his name. He's like a Hall of Famer. Some guy named Allen or something.
I remember.
Yeah, he's a douche too. Like he won't sign you for not even anything. Not even if it was a orphanage, he'll sign you. Like nothing. But yeah, when he told me that LeBron story, I was like, and when he showed the pictures of that day, I was like, I can't fucking dispute that. And he fucking has no LeBron shit.
Yeah,
in
he
his
doesn't
story.
have no LeBron shit in his fucking thing.
That's a fucked up story, huh?
That is a fucked
I didn't
up
quite
story.
believe it at first, but when he showed the pictures, I was like, I'm sold.
And speaking of fucking NBA, Suns 2-1 against the Mavs.
You're really praying, huh?
Oh yeah,
You're hoping there, huh?
bro. I've been a Suns fan for the longest fucking time. They always had they didn't have losing record, but they just
No,
couldn't.
they suck for a long time. No, but that's, you know what?
But Nash was always good. They kept him for a while. Then remember Shaq was there.
I respect
Jason-
that you're not one of these bandwagoner people that jump on whoever wins. Like,
And I guarantee you, when I post something, they're gonna be like, "Oh, bad." I'm like, "Nah, motherfuckers. I've been a Suns fan for a while."
I've known
because
some people that
they
were
drafted-
Laker fans.
If I'm not mistaken, they drafted Devin Booker in like 2015, 2016. Because in 2017, I believe he got his extension. That's where they gave him like a 8-year deal.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that I know some people I know they're Laker fans. I've seen pictures, and for some reason, the last couple of years, all I see is Golden State jerseys. I'm not gonna mention names, but they know who they are.
Just fucking say names. Fuck it. Do I know them?
Huh? No, you don't know them.
Okay, never mind.
But yeah, stop with this bandwagoning shit, man. Just if you're on a team, even if they suck, ride with it. You know. Yeah. And that's what grinds my gears.
Yeah, but it's true. I'm hoping they win.
I think they have a thing, but I think they lose to Golden State in the Western Conference Finals. Like, I have a feeling it's gonna happen.
No.
No?
No.
You think this is the year?
This is gonna be the year. Come on, bro. Golden State's already had a few. Get those fuckers out.
Every dog has its day, man. Hey, did I tell you about what happened in the Metaverse?
No, what happened?
This lady called the cops. The cops showed up, and she starts telling the story how her character in the Metaverse was gang raped by 4 virtual characters. True story. Google it. She starts telling them that she was in like some little store or something, and these 4 characters in the Metaverse showed up, and they just started like touching her and doing all this thing, like trying to dry hump her. And this lady like took such a shock to it that she was literally getting gangbanged. Like they said, and then like her the thing started shaking or something. I don't know. She ended up calling the cops and filing a report that she was literally sexually assaulted and gangbanged in the Metaverse. She mentioned the characters. Like one character looked like an alien, one looked like freaking like a rock star guy, and she started naming the characters. One of them was, I think, like a Star Trek character, like Picard. And she was basically describing how they were just surrounding her and touching her and trying like to bend her over and stuff and humping her.
Dirt. Wait a minute. Hold on. But it's a fucking Metaverse, bro. This shit doesn't even happen in real life.
Apparently,
But okay, now here I'm gonna ask you a question.
no, hold on. Let me finish it.
I don't want to hear this.
And then in
stupid
the
story.
thing, she ends up saying now she was thrown on the floor and she was teabagged by one of the Star Trek characters, and apparently it just happened for like 20 minutes, and they ran off to some other planet. So these Metaverse gang rapers are out there. So if you're in the Metaverse, just be careful, man. Your character.
What's your take on the Metaverse, bro? Can you see yourself getting into it? I'm gonna be honest, I don't.
I don't. I'm sorry. It just, that shit makes no fucking, to me, it makes no sense.
Like, I can see for some people. Like,
you know why does it make sense for me? Because what the fuck is in it? Like, you walking around? Are you in a jungle? But if you said it's the Metaverse GTA, now it's looking a little fun because you can go shoot things up and do stuff. But they're not gonna integrate with any world from video games, so it's not gonna happen. So.
This is true. I was reading this one thing about NFTs. They took a big old dump.
Apparently.
Oh.
But it looked like a bubble to me, you know?
To
like
me,
you can make some money, but it's just it really is. I personally think of it. I just think of it as an art, like you're collecting like portraits, virtual portraits. That's what it is. You know?
Does that mean if someone bought one of 50,000, he just lost like $40,000?
Yeah, I think those values will probably go back up for some reason. I just think, if it's art, if it's like a picture of like a raccoon sailing.
I don't know, but the thing is, it's digital. It's hard for like something digital to hold its value. It's not like a Picasso. It's not like certain these other artists.
But this one older gentleman said, everything's becoming digital. So I always have that mentality. In the future, it's gonna be even more digital than it is right now. It's a thing that's gonna happen. It is.
Yeah, but my point is,
but I will not fuck with the metaverse.
Digital, does that make the other stuff more valuable? That non-digital stuff?
Huh. I never thought of that. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. That's a good way to put it. But I just don't know how I take a picture of an ape and you upload it and it's suddenly worth $1,000, $100,000.
I don't know. I wish I could take a picture of my ass.
Who designed it? Like, was it done by Banksy or like a famous artist? Like, who does? That's the part that I don't know too much about it.
Should I make my ass into an NFT?
Yeah, you should make a Randy's Rant Your Ass an NFT. Make 1,000 of them. And, if you do something really cool in the future, those things are going to gain value. I think you should pursue doing your ass NFT. I think you should pursue it, man. Maybe make some extra money, or maybe become a collectible or something. But maybe you should do your own podcast on the metaverse.
No.
I
can't jump on that metaverse shit.
Yeah, for me, it just looks too
Feels
weird.
like a waste of time.
For me, it looks like a waste of time. And like that one guy who spent like $500,000 on to being Snoop Dogg's neighbor in the metaverse. But what if Snoop Dogg's like, I don't give a fuck about the metaverse now. I'm out. You spend $500,000, then Snoop Dogg's no longer there. You see, that's what scares me. That this metaverse shit starts popping up and suddenly you start hearing more about serial killers, people that are like snipers, and people just go around doing a ruckus and just doing,
Like, what happens if your character gets killed in the metaverse?
I don't know. Well, if there's already a first gang rape in the metaverse, eventually someone's gonna get killed.
I just don't like metaverse. I just don't like that whole thing.
I don't think I think some people can do it, but I think over time it's gonna fuck with people's psyche.
I mean, video games have fucked up a little bit people's psyche a little. They're too much into it. They,
Yeah, some people do play a little too much, man. I understand why you would play stuff like that if you run your own business from home and you do your work from home. I understand maybe play a little bit, but once you're into the 4, 6, 7 hour straight video game bender, nah. You should not be doing that. That is not. But if you're like a student, you're doing it, I understand maybe because you're studying, but maybe not play too much of that, because that shit, How do we know that guy who killed his parents in Salem, he didn't play too many video games? How do we know that?
Parents are Christians, bro. I don't think they bought him video games.
If they would have bought video games, they probably would have saved his life. Their life. It's true. It's true, Buck. It's true.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Think of that.
I don't know, Lizzo. I don't know.
Wait, didn't you buy Lizzo tickets?
No.
Who's the one who bought it? You bought them, right?
No.
Oh,
who's Lizzo?
That one singer, the lady.
No, I didn't know who that is. I
thought
I made up a word. I thought I made up a word.
I saw your playlist, and there was a Lizzo song.
There's not a Lizzo song in there, you fat bitch.
Listen up, Tony Kukoc. There is a Lizzo song on your playlist featuring someone. I don't know what it is, but I swear I saw a Lizzo song on your Spotify.
Trey Lucci cake.
Trey Lucci?
It was a Trey Lucci cake.
The reggaeton singer from Brazil?
No, Trey Lucci, Tres Leches.
Oh.
What, you want to call it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for listening. Follow us on Randy's Rants podcast on Instagram, Also, Randy's Rants on YouTube. You'll see my face in a cartoon. I might do a different logo.
You should.
I think I'm gonna do a new one. I had to revamp it.
Yeah, I think
Also,
you should go.
Go listen on Spotify, Castbox, also iTunes. Soon to be most likely on Samsung, on the Samsung podcast, and also possibly Amazon. I'm working on something on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, you never say these thumbs in the pre-production meetings. I never really hear anything about it. So.
Because you're never there. I send you an invite, but because I say there's no snacks, you don't show up, you fat bitch.
That's my problem.
But thank y'all for listening. Greatness was one at a time, and let's get it.
Later.
All right, bye.